We're going to push forward and now contact security. We're advised to contact security and contact legal on this problem. Let me explain something. This is why I'm going to show you everything. And again, I warned you on this. This is the information that we sent over to the building. I talked directly, and interesting about it, your building management has my last name. Yeah, interesting, like I said. Very nice person, got a chance to talk to her, explain to her the whole situation, sent out pictures, all the evidence needed. Now, we have a file already set up and ready to go to set up for the security unit in the building and also for legal. And it's interesting how I waited a little bit, and I'm glad I did because you sent information out to my sister. Now, my sister's contacting and she threatened to sue.
Never sent you anything,
now,
sir.
You got two people that are filing complaints against you back to back for your aware in this building. We do know you are in the towers. We know that for a fact. They even mentioned you're in the towers. You're not
talking about screen paint.
So you're looking at.
Why are you worried about where I live at?
Also losing your benefits because she's also filing another complaint against your SSI and your food stamps, whatever you get at the end of the day.
Now you're coming after my benefits.
Criminal activity, mind you, she works for the city. And just because you think
because you can't beat that screen right there,
because she works here,
you can't beat that $30 screen.
She can contact branches over there.
You want to keep me busy.
That's literally who you contacted. So when we figure out where you're at, and we will, in a matter of time, we're getting your information about your building, your address, everything. From there, I'm going to be filing an initial lawsuit against you. She's filing a lawsuit.
How you going to file a lawsuit? You ain't got no proof.
It's called cyber harassment. That's what the charges are being filed against you. It carry up to about a year to roughly 10 years. And you're looking about going there with no problem whatsoever. So I'm going to show you exactly. When I show you stuff, I tell you, we talk to people in your building. We have contacted people.
You talk to people in the building. Who?
You don't learn anything. So that's what I said. Who? People like this, the opportunity to be in an establishment.
All the stuff that he's showing
is for him. Is it
that is
rare.
A woman?
You do not take in
Selena Bird.
Men.
Selena Bird.
They take in women. That's what they take in.
Selena Bird.
Who we reached out to. This is who we sent the report to. So I did contact you. You are in the building. We know you're in the towers.
And so you're going to get Miss Selena Bird involved, and you going to get her caught up in a lawsuit that I'm going to file against you.
They pinged your IP.
That what you want to do?
So the emails that we were getting were
you didn't ping. I never sent you anything. How can you ping it? In
that building, they used Comcast. And it came back to your computer.
What do you mean in that building? So whoever can afford it. What are you talking about? This man crazy.
Pins that were hitting the
Fires has been here 3 times. What are you talking about?
We had you contacting us through my phone service.
No, you don't.
Person carried on.
No, you don't.
Your voice right there, right now. We played
no, you don't.
Judge.
You played with a judge, ain't me.
My sister and sending out letters to them.
No, I haven't.
We have letters sitting here that have your fingerprints all over them. That'll be given to the judge.
No, you don't. You're lying.
So you're roughly looking at maybe about a good 20, 30 years.
No, you looking at time when you try to bring these charges you can't prove.
And when we get them contacting them on Monday morning.
And you keep talking about deleted the Facebook account. I made that account the day I signed the lease to move here. I didn't move here for 2 weeks after I signed the lease. And there's no activity after the first week that I made that page. There's no activity on it. The page is up. So how are you going to use a Facebook page that was made before I moved here that was never used? Had never made anything, any account from here. Yeah, I mean, no sense, Kenny.
So you're going to be removed. So what happens is that particular building, those public housing buildings, you can't go. You're in there like a kind of a probation.
Listen to him.
That's what's kind of like a probation period. You're in there. You can't go on and carry on and do the things you would do.
Kenny, who you trying to scare? You got no proof.
But in there, they got strict rules.
You literally have no proof of anything you say. You just rambling on.
Background checks and all kinds of stuff.
You just rambling on.
They have right candidates in these buildings. If you make any mistake in there, you can be removed out of this facility. And keep in mind, because there's a waiting list for people trying to get into this place. Once you get a home or an apartment or whatever.
First of all, a man that can't pay his rent, that can't live anywhere, a man that lived in a garage with no plumbing, no stove, no anything, used a poop bucket, and I got proof of it, You use pieces of paper to wipe your butt with. How you going to tell somebody how to maintain where they live at? You can't do it. You hiding out in an office room. You are living in an office building in a room. The landlords don't know you live there. You are getting disability for a disease you said you haven't had in 5 years. You ain't gone to a doctor's in 5 years. How are you still getting money from the government without going to the doctors? You trying to talk about you going to get somebody checked up on, but you don't do what you supposed to do. You're going to be the one that's going to lose everything to the bird, because you the one that said you ain't been to the doctors in 5 years. You the one that say my disease magically went away. So you was defrauding the government. But you want to accuse somebody else because I prove your screen paint don't work. So now you want to try to take me down and bring me down to your level. And you threatening to shoot people. You are harassing the people that run where I live at. You're going to harass security. You're going to harass legal. You're going to harass all these people and bring them in. You talk about your sister. Your sister worked for the IRS. Then she worked for the city. She worked for the state. She worked for housing. Your sister works for a lot of places to live in a row house. That's an apartment. And she only rent 3 or 4 rooms in the row house. But you stayed with her several times. You had to sleep on a laundry room floor. She didn't have a room for you. But this woman that worked for the IRS and then worked for the state, and that all, she worked everywhere and worked in the movie industry and all this stuff. But yet she couldn't even give you a place to lay your head. You had to sleep next to a damn laundry machine for 6 months at a time. She couldn't even, what? You eat tater chips for dinner the last 2 weeks of the month. Brother, after dinner, you eat tater chips. You are broke. I don't get it. But Kittenberg, do what you got to do. You have no proof on me. And if you get any of these people to make any action, all you doing is bringing them in. And if you get anybody, I don't care if it's the state of Maryland, if it's Baltimore, I don't care who it is. If you get them to try to make any connection with me, I'm going down legal aid and getting me a lawyer, and I'm going to file suit against all of you. That includes you, your sister, anybody else you involved in the lawsuit. Because you ain't got no money. So we're going to have to come after the other people you bring in. So anybody dumb enough to get on your bandwagon, we're going to have to sue the brakes off of them. Because you ain't got no proof. And if they actually go on your word alone or go on your feeling, well, you can't prove a darn thing you said. You can't prove none of it. None of it. Everything you said out your mouth is what you think. It's not what you know. You can't go into a courtroom thinking, well, Your Honor, I think this. Your Honor, what do you know? Well, I think this. It's got to be him. It's got to be. You need more proof than that, sir. You that worried about that $30 screen off Amazon. You can't beat this $30 screen that you want to. Try to disrupt somebody's life. Somebody that's really disabled, unlike you, who fake disability. You so desperate. You so scared because all you got is that screen paint. Trying to make one sale a month is justified to you. That's why you charge so much money for your paint. Just to get one sale a month is justified to you. To keep doing this scam. 417 versions of the same paint. You got different paint every week. You are a loser. And I call you that. You're a loser. Your efforts say you're a loser. Your actions say loser. God says we can't judge people, but we can judge your actions. And your actions say that you are a loser. That's why I call you a loser. So while you playing around with your paint, putting crystals in it, trying to get somebody to buy that mess, you see me losing weight. You see me strengthening my heart. You see me doing things, going out. You stuck in that daggone room, that office room. You can't take nobody nowhere. I take everybody everywhere I go. That's no problem you got. I videotape wherever I go. So you can't say I was here. I say what date and time. I pull a video up. I was right there. I was nowhere near. I wasn't even within 20 miles of what you talking about. That's the next problem. You got to prove that I got the Minnesota, Wisconsin, I got the Mississippi, I got the Colorado, I got the all these places. I live in Maryland. Though nothing stamped for Maryland. So how did I deliver all these letters to you? I'm on disability. I ain't got that kind of money. How can I travel the country? Seriously. But you keep making these lies. You just keep on going, don't you? That's why you a loser. That's why you a bum. That's why you a scrub. And you gonna lose everything. And the worst part for me is you ain't got nothing to take. Even when I win. And I will win because you got no proof of nothing. What am I gonna win? You got nothing. You got old raggedy computer parts from years ago. I don't want that crap. You got cheap. You got them cheap lights you use. Them cheap little LED solar lights or whatever. Oh, cheap stuff, $5 off of damn Amazon. What am I going to do with that? You got old raggedy projectors. I use laser projectors. What am I going to do with your old bug projectors? Seriously. You have nothing. You wear the same clothes. You wear the same 4 pairs of pants. And you wear the same 3 shirts. What do you have of value? Nothing. You have nothing of value to take. So, like I said, if you move forward with this, if you dumb enough to move forward with this, I'm going to do my damnedest to take everything from anybody that you convince to get on your bandwagon. Because you ain't got nothing. So in order to get something, I have to get it from the other people. You ain't got nothing. So you talking about you breaking down Miss Selena Bird and anybody else you bring into it. You bringing them down. You literally are going to bring them down with you. Why? Why? Because of that screen? Because you can't beat this screen. But you say, God bless you, but God gave me that screen for free. And I fought every bit not to get it. And God wanted me to have it. And I got it. And guess what? You can't beat it. And so you're so jealous. You are so jealous of this $30 screen that you're going to try and take me down. You're going to try to take down Corey 1176, Solid Weight 5. You're going to take down Lee, the guy next door, Partey. You want all these people to be homeless. You talk about getting them divorced, making their wives leave them, taking their houses and making the kids homeless. This is what you dream of because you can't get it for yourself. And that whack paint you got can't get it for you either. See, Kid the Bird, I only talk about what I know. If I don't know, I don't say it. You need to learn that. Because you been in that room. Only time you come out is to go get your chips. And maybe go to the dollar store and get some glue. You are in that room. You was in the garage. Now you in the room. At least in the garage, you have more freedom because it sat by itself. But now you in an office building, in a room. You can't keep coming out back and forth. People going to be saying, hey, what you doing? Why you still here? How late you going to work? Why are you still here? So that means, you got to be quiet at night. And seriously, it's sad that you hiding out. I know that place stink. Never seen you with a mop. We see you with a broom. Don't see a dustpan at the garage. You're sweeping the stuff outside. You open the garage door and sweep the stuff outside. Put the garage door back down. I wonder how much stuff you left out there for that landlord when you left that garage. I'm just saying. So, well, once again, I got the video of you doing it. See, I can back up what I say. If I say something, I got proof of it. I got so much stuff on you, it's ridiculous. Every lie that I caught you saying, because you got to show me. You in Pennsylvania. How would I know what you're doing if you don't show it? And I keep it on my YouTube channels. I don't take it outside. I don't take it nowhere. I keep it on my YouTube channels. I've never contacted you. Ever. When have I ever come? We had a conversation. You said we had a conversation. I never talked to you. Me coming in your chat 2 Februarys ago, almost 3 now, about to be February for the 3rd time. I asked you to paint me a screen, and you blocked me. That's not a conversation. So we've never had a conversation. In order to have a conversation, 2 people must interact. That's why I can say we never had a conversation. I asked you a question, you blocked me. That's not a conversation, right? All right, this video getting long. Let me play a little bit more. Oh, he says he has deleted his Facebook account to try to hide evidence. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a Facebooker. I am a YouTuber, you idiot. And I don't use this Facebook account. And you won't find anything on that Facebook account that has anything to do with me living here. So how are you going to use an old Facebook account? See, you won't show them my account. You won't show them the Minister channel or the Roast channel or the Brand channel because they will see me talking about you and showing proof of what I'm saying. You don't want that. So you're going to go back to something. First of all, I got my teeth in the channel you showing. That already going to disqualify you. They're going to say, wait a minute, he got his teeth. He ain't wearing no face mask. Wait a minute. That's the first thing. They already going to know that this is old stuff. Plus I'm fatter. The apartment, I'm in a full-size apartment I'm not in. Seriously. I don't understand. Something wrong with your brain. You're alone too much. I think you need a hug. But I want to know, how come you don't show nothing off the channels? You call me a fake minister, but yet, why don't you show any of my sermons? There are hundreds of them up. Why you don't show them? Why you don't show my demonstrations with the projection screens? Because they make your paint look bad. That's why you won't show them. See, we understand, Kiddo Bird. But what you're not understanding is you bury yourself. Because if I just walk down here and show the security team any one of these videos, if you even set foot on this lot, somebody gonna goose you. But you're a coward. I don't think you coming down here. But I'm going to ask the YouTube team, how are you still allowed to be on YouTube when you threatening to shoot people on sight? And you say that your police force gave you permission. When you say that you are a former felon, they gave you permission to not only have a gun, they gave you permission to shoot anybody who you don't like on sight. That's crazy. And I got the video, thanks to KR. I got the video. And I'm going to upload it again. So people can be reminded that you're a psychopath. But I dare you. Miss Selena, if you see this video, as you browsing through my YouTube channel, because it's going to be on the Brand channel, it's going to be on the Minister. Take heed. Don't let him get you caught up. Ignore him. The man is a lunatic. The man needs help. He needs mental help. Seriously, he needs mental help. Now, I get good content off of him. And, you know, people were sending me stuff to test out. They were sending me versions of his paint to test out. And that was making them mad. That's not a reason to try to get somebody evicted. If your paint is good, stand behind it or make it better. But trying to get rid of the competition is not a way to fight back. That's not how you fight back. That's cowardly. It's just cowardly. You're trying to use other people to fight for you. You're trying to bring in your sister who got all these jobs but live in a rooming house. She got all these jobs but live in a rooming house. Got all these jobs, according to you. And worked all these places but live in a rooming house. You live in a damn office room. I think twice a week you go over to your sister's house and take a shower. That means 2 weeks you be stinking, wearing the same clothes, stinking. And you go in there and you shave. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. And you so cheap, you probably use the razor she used to shave her legs with. You probably use it on your face. You too cheap to buy razors. That's just petty. But you would do something like that, you bum. But if you really sent this letter to this woman and she asked me anything, I'm going to legal aid. I'm literally going to legal aid and ask anybody who will take this case. Because now you are involving the city. You are involving the city. You are involving the state. And I guarantee you, lawyers love to take cases against the city and the state. They love it. So do it. All you gonna do is make me some money. And when I own your company, I'm gonna take your projectors and burn them. All your fake panels you've been showing, I'm gonna burn them. I'm just gonna destroy them. And then you gonna have to find another hole to crawl in, and you're gonna give it up because you just determined to be the king of screen paint. You're going to restart somewhere else, and you're gonna come out your hole, and then I'm gonna have to take you down again. And like I said, if you want to run your scam, that's one thing. But you use God's name to run your scam. You hide behind God like a shield for you to keep doing your scam, keep doing what you're doing. That's the reason why I got to come get you. That's why I don't let up on you. But I don't harass you. I don't cyberbully you. Every time you tell a lie, I call it out. Every time you do something fake, I show it. If you don't show it or tell a lie, I can't reproduce it, can I? I don't make nothing up. I show what you show. Stop showing it. I only show what you show. So you can't say I ever dox you. I only show what you show. But you showing my name, you showing Miss Selena's name, you showing where I live, you showing pictures of the security people. You doing all kinds of stuff. Seriously. You sitting there trying to tell my business, but you don't even know it. It's so easy. In a courtroom, you going to be standing there and you're going to show them emails that your enemy sent to you. None of them come back to me. You're going to be talking about IP address. It don't come back to me. You're going to be talking about all these stuff that you got. It don't come back to me. You're going to say phone calls. It don't come back to me. You're going to say I'm a fake minister when I got my credentials that prove that I was ordained to be a minister by 4 large churches. Then what? And I only preach on my channels. I never preached in person, never preached in live, never preached on the street corner. Have never solicited any money for God or Jesus or any. You can't prove any of that. So what do you have? Everything that you said you have, you don't have. That makes you a loser. That means you're going to lose. So you expect me to be scared. You expect me to be shaking in my boots. And maybe that work on some people. But not somebody that got common sense to use logic. How can I be scared? How can I be scared of a bum, a loser? A man that don't even have a pair of drawers. A man that been wearing the same pair of socks for 2 years. How am I supposed to be scared of you? Huh? How am I supposed to be scared of you? A man that can't even afford a meal. Only time you get a meal is Christmas and Thanksgiving when you go bum off your family. That's the only time. We never hear you talk about getting your nieces or nephew anything. You a loser. And I call you a loser because your actions say you a loser. Your actions prove it. And when somebody say, how can you say that? I can tell them. Have a seat. I'll show you. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. But when you get in front of anybody and they ask you for proof, you ain't got none. All you got is hunches of what I think. You don't do any background checks. You don't do anything. You don't. You don't do no research. You just go what you think, what you feel. That's what a woman does. A man supposed to have rationale and logic. Where's yours at, Kenneth Bird? You get triggered. Somebody sent you a smiley emoji and you got triggered. You got triggered over a smiling emoji. Really? You came online and started ranting because somebody sent you a smiley emoji? Yeah, I got that video too. To show how crazy you is. Yeah. Yes. So Kenneth Bird, do what you got to do, sir. But I know you say you ain't going live no more. You just got your live privileges back. Why you not going live? You're not going live because I proved that you a liar. I proved that you was a liar. And you're running right now. You're running. You don't know what to do with yourself, do you? But go ahead. Call that woman. I want her to call me. Because I don't believe you sent that email. I think you just showing it. Because I would love for somebody to send me a letter saying, come downstairs, or somebody to pull me up. Because it says right there that you sent that letter. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to take a picture of this. And I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to ask, did you receive this email? See, how would I be able to show this if you didn't tell me? That's why I say, you ain't good at this, sir. You're not good. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You are going to lose. All right, y'all. Robert Derrick, we out. Get a life, Kenny. And get some help. Seriously.